The final yellow.
Kraus gets into Hosevart, it looked like. And watch this contact.
Oh, man.
That's as hard as it gets.
That was big.
Right down into turn 3. The worst place that anything could have went wrong.
One of the left side tires locked up early. You could see the black marks on the pavement, and the car shot to the wall.
Right as hits. Yeah, you saw it rotor. I think it was a right front, actually. It had the left front locked up. I think it blew the tire.
Some contact, and she just loses a right rear tire there. And so I think when the truck went around up in 7, must have clipped her, and eventually the tire failed.
In the field. So there's Bilicki. Looked like Friesen got into the back end of him. Boy, that's a hard hit for that 30.
That is a bad angle. But again, we saw Bilicki climb out of that truck. That is a massive. The biggest thing you're always worried about in the crash is the angle that you're going into the wall. And this is practically 90 degrees right here. Big hit. Those Hans devices, those roll bars, those...
Someone inching. Oh!
88 maybe got into the 24 of Jack Wood, and Wood is around with heavy damage. The front row last year, and then another good qualifying effort today, but just a little bit of a nudge. That's all it takes.
Four wide with Majeski.
Oh, and that's going to create an issue and a big pile up with the 51 of Heim. De Benedetto in there.
Watch out now, watch out.
Oh, Chandler Smith ends up getting involved. Infinger involved as well.
And 66 just binds everybody up.
Yeah, the initial contact was between Corey Heim and the 51 and Matt.
Really messed up Noah right there.
Oh, contact again. Josh Perry in the 8.
Now he goes.
No.
Slammed into the side of him, and he spins Sage Karam into the wall.
What a move by that yellow car of Jones to miss the wreck, and here comes the rest of the field.
They can't see. It's smoke and dust all the way across. More coming in too fast, and more contact.
A huge impact to Tyler Reddick in that 48.
And he said,
I feel crash. 19's going to go around. He'll collect the 1. The 22 of Logano also in it.
Stay up there. Lots of cars. Look at the 5 of Larson there.
McDowell comes back up in front. He'll tag another car.
on the outside, they make contact, and around Truex goes. It's just, these cars, we've seen it over and over and over. You cannot push. We're talking about Ross Chastain offsetting to the right.
Wow.
Loose behind the 9. Now he goes to the high side. All the way up into the wall goes LaJoie. He's going to spin around. He'll collect the field. And sideways goes the 8. Barry goes around.
Oh, Sam Mayer in it.
And a big hit from behind on Ryan Sieg. They pile up coming out of 2.
Or dime in the corner. Looks like he's trying to come down, and the 2 of Creed thinks he's there, and he stays in the gas. Contact, and the around goes the 8 in front of traffic. Oh, my goodness.
And here comes Myatt.
6 is absolutely up to the door of the 16, and the 16 just moves up like he doesn't think he's there. So whether it was on purpose or he was chasing his race.
Look like the Brandon Jones sees it happening. He tries to get slowed down, but behind him, he doesn't get slowed down. Can't make out who that car is.
I think it's...
Oh, look at that hit by
Still as good as he's ever been behind the wheel of a race car.
Yep.
And you'd think that Kurt could go as...
Hang on to it. Hard into the wall.
Wow.
All cars been looking big more speed. Oh, we've got a wreck out back.
Big hit. The 36 into the wall. Alex LeBay.
Shuts the engine off. You hear it sounds like on impact, the throttle probably hung wide open. It hit so hard, might have shifted the motor.
That's a huge hit. Rick, I appreciate how...
Yeah, you're mad. I get it. It was on me. My mistake. Doesn't make it any better for the 36, but that is a huge wreck. Big wreck. Huge contact.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes the 27. So Jeff Burton sliding on top.
Somebody's going to engage you. All right, just hold tight right here. It doesn't take a minute here. You all good there? Yeah, man.
Knows how much fuel that 11 car is burning, and he knows. Oh, Blaney! Oh!
A huge hit for Ryan Blaney.
Into the wall. Caution comes out.
You all right?
It just gets high up off the corner, loses the back. Oh, almost had it saved. Kind of slow how it finally comes around, but that impact guy is so hard into the inside wall. Oh, boy. My goodness.
Oh, and I'm sure Kyle was coming over to apologize.
Some sort of mechanical issue on the 5 car for him. Look at that. He is flying when he comes in there.
So I heard him say,
wow.
I have a pedal, which looking back now, maybe he didn't have brakes, and now he does have brakes. That's the one thing that seems to make sense. And to your point, that is why he went over to talk to Ty Dillon.
I'd say we're lucky that wasn't worse than it was.
Here. Looks like he gets a little bit loose. He's trying to save it. More and more contact.
But the 10 spins up in front. I'm going to have to watch it again to see how the 10 spun around. Was it contact from the 15, Junior?
I believe a little contact with the with another car. Even though they're on a restart here, not full speed, these are still tremendous hits for these guys.
Look at Ty Gibbs.
Day companion, you can get access to high-definition in-car cameras. Current position. Track is a big crash into the wall. It looks like, is that Hemrick?
That's Daniel Hemrick.
Daniel Hemrick in the 11 into the tire barrier.
Take a look right here. Oh, yeah. Just straight. Right front locked up.
I mean, even with him talking about his car being loose, you just never feel like you'd ever spin out. And once the car starts going, it's hard to save it.
Let's get out there and do it. And you know, we talk a lot about practice. We've said it multiple times in this show already, but that's just a hard impact on that right side. And Creed knows, oh, this isn't going to be good. Boom, look at that roof.
Look how it pulled the car apart. Like the rear end sort of trying to go out the back end of the car. Just violent.
The block just turned it down on the 9, trying to put a block on.
Yeah, Noah's there. I mean, there's nothing Noah could do. He's down along the double yellow line, and then the 19 gets turned around.
Saw Sage Karam in the 44.
Watch these cars coming down pit road. Trying to miss the wreck. Rule is you can go down pit road, and there's a car coming onto pit road having on Noah with a block. Allmendinger being pushed by Jeremy Clemens, and wow. All 4 tires off the ground with that impact. That's a huge hit.
9 back to the right. AJ kind of goes down the track below the yellow.
Contact right there. Gets Gibbs around. Gibbs goes up the racetrack. Takes out Creed. So Noah just throttles up right there.
Pops him right in the left rear quarter panel. Those two have had some history for sure.
I thought it had calmed down a little bit after what transpired over the summer. It's going to take a lot for the 54 to get there.
Yeah, it was 38 points was the difference.
He can get loose, and now he just spins around.
And Allgaier was just sticking his nose up in there because he saw the opening. He wasn't going, and then when John Hunter got loose, he just, you know, he was still on the throttle, the 7. Took up that spot, and there was nowhere to go. There's no racetrack left. John Hunter's coming around right in front of the 7. And then it just sucks everybody into it. Boy, it's a hard hit by Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and the 18.
Yeah, Nemechek hit really hard. And then 19 up in the air.
Man.
Brandon Jones.
Pool behind them. You see the damage to the front of that car. There's Hemrick.
Wow. He's right there. Really, really hard impact.
And so more issues. This time it's Cody Ware in the 51. Look out on pit road. And that is a very difficult situation as
ways back of the car around like he's spinning out right here in this shot, and then, you know, don't know why he was sideways, having a mechanical issue, tire down, don't know, and then got turned to the right and head on into the wall.
Didn't make it into the playoffs. And up into the wall, the 4 blew a right rear tire.
Hold it, hold the brake, hold the brake,
while leading Kevin Harvick into the wall.
Early into turn 3 when the tire goes, and that's the worst because that's the fastest part. The entry to the corner. 35 laps on that